You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey there, B&B fans. It is Belinda from Soap Dirt. Guess what? I have got your Tuesday, September 12th episode spoilers. There is so much to unpack. After I was actually very surprised that Monday was a better episode than I anticipated. All right, we are going to break this down for you, give you all the spoilers real quick. But if you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel. It really helps us so much and we appreciate it. Now let's dig in. As I said, I thought Monday was better than anticipated, you know? Coming off of Friday, I was thinking, it's going to be the RJ show. It's going to be not seeing any of my favorites. It's just going to be, I don't know, disappointing was what I was thinking. Maybe that was negative, but that's what I thought. And I really enjoyed Monday's episode. I will just tell you, I'm going to really quickly recap what happened on Monday, September 11th, in case you didn't get to see it yet. So RJ is completely devoted to designing with Grandpa Eric. And I'm getting a little more into this. I like RJ having a plotline purpose and not just being shirtless, rando, very young eye candy. So he is happy designing with Grandpa Eric. Donna's happy that they have this little design office in the living room. Their sketches, fabric swatches. They're moving forward full steam ahead with what Eric is calling the last line he'll design. How can you tell him no? How can you tell Honey Bear no? Come on. At the CEO office, Brooke's talking destiny, while making out with Ridge. All right. Then she brings up Hope's love life, and Ridge advises her to stay out of it. You think she's going to listen? Because I don't. Ridge wants Brooke to go work on Donna, to work on Eric, to go ahead and retire. Brooke agrees to try, but is stunned by what she sees at the Forrester mansion. Well, there's RJ. She was wondering where he was. They obviously skipped a few days between Friday's episode and Monday's. There's a line clearly in progress, and Brooke asks, why aren't you doing it at the office? And Eric snaps about Ridge trying to stop him and says he will not allow it. He is very firm about this, and things are going to heat up on Tuesday. So Thomas and Carter are chatting in the design office. Thomas doubts RJ will show an interest in designing because both he and Ridge offered to help RJ learn, and he told them both no. Obviously, it just took Grandpa asking. Thomas then heads to chat up his dad, Ridge, in the CEO office, and they talk about collaborating beyond Thomas's work on Hope for the Future. And then Ridge brings up that Eric should retire and just leave him to run things. Thomas looks kind of like, oh, I don't know. So now let's talk about the Tuesday action and spoilers. Eric has a lot more to say to Brooke. Things get pretty heated. Remember, Ridge sent her over there to try and get Donna to convince Eric to retire. But that is not something that Eric is going to hear, and Donna already knows that about her honey bear. Instead, Eric is going to rage about Ridge trying to push him out the door and says he won't stand for it. And then he tells Brooke to hustle her behind back to the company and tell Ridge to bring it. If he wants a war, he'll get one. It is volatile. Brooke's kind of teary by the time that Eric is done ranting. So Eric's harsh words about Ridge personally seem accurate to me, and then she's going to scuttle back to Forrester Creations to deliver the message to her fiance. And you can bet Ridge is going to explode, and that's when we're going to see the scenes from the promo where he's ranting about being next level and the big boss and all that. Meanwhile, on Tuesday, Katie Logan takes a moment to talk to her bae, Carter Walton. They discuss Eric's wishes to design another line and how Ridge just wants him to retire and enjoy pickleballing Donna. Carter is devoted to Eric despite banging his wife, or maybe because of that in part, and he doesn't want to see him sidelined or pushed out of the company that he founded. And so Carter's going to advocate for Eric, but it seems like Katie is playing devil's advocate and pushes Carter to look at things another way from Ridge's perspective and reminds him Ridge is his BFF. We've got one more Tuesday spoiler we want to talk about, but if you haven't already, please subscribe. That helps the channel so much. And it also helps you enjoy fakes because you're subscribed to the one and only. And click a like if you're enjoying these episode spoilers, and definitely drop your comments on what you're enjoying seeing on Bold and the Beautiful right now. I don't think on Tuesday we're going to see any Hope Logan action, but at least we've got Thomas. And then later the week, we have a bunch of steamy Thomas and Hope, if that's what you're waiting on. So other spoilers for Tuesday, there are a couple of models on hand to try on some Forrester Creations gowns. But are these models up at the main office or at Eric's new branch office at the mansion? I get the feeling that the models are at FC, maybe modeling some of the work that Ridge is so pleased and smug about, but we will just have to see. Hey guys, thank you so much for listening. Be sure to drop your comments, and thank you again for tuning in. This has been Belinda from Soap Dirt.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.